Hello students, the chapter name is Growing Plants. Yesterday we learned oral question answers, science quiz and very short answer questions. Now today we are going to learn about short answer questions and long answer questions. Now here the list of short answer questions, long answer questions and think and answer is given. Now first we are going to discuss short answer questions. First question is, what is meant by dispersal of seeds? Means what we call a seed is dispersed. The answer is, the scattering of seeds away from mother plant is called dispersal of seeds. Means a seed is carried away from the mother plant by various reasons like wind, water, explosion. So the scattering of seeds away from the mother plant is called dispersal of seed. Now second question. Name two seeds each having one cotyledon and B two cotyledon. Now in simple language, the seed leaves are called cotyledon. Now we have to name two types of seeds that having one cotyledon means one type of seed leaves, and we have to give name two seeds that are having two cotyledon means two seeds, two type of seeds that have two cotyledon. Now inside the seed coat, some fleshy leaves or cotyledon are found. Now what the cotyledon do? The cotyledon store the food for the baby plant. Means it protect the baby plant. So we can say the baby plant is lies between the cotyledon. Now some seeds like gram, pea and bean, they have two cotyledons. So they are called dicot seeds. And seeds like rice, maize and wheat have only one cotyledon. So they are called monocot seed. Now third, what is meant by germination? Now we know that the germination is the name of process. Now what happens when seeds get enough water, air and sunlight? They grow into new plants. So the growth of baby plant within a seed to form seedling is called germination. Now in this, air helps the germinating seed to breathe, water soften the seed coat and sunlight provides the warmth for the activity. Now we can say that baby plant is growing into young plant. That process name is germination. So here answer is given, the growth of baby plant or embryo within a seed to form seedling is called germination. Fourth one, plants give us many useful things without expecting anything in exchange. Now there are two questions A and B. A, name any three things that we get from plants. Now we have to give three things name that we are getting from the plants. And second, should we also help others without expecting anything from them in return? So we should also help others. That is the second question. Now answer of A, what we get from the plants? We get so many things from the plants. But here they ask you to give answer in three things only. So we get fruits, medicine and wood for the plants. Okay. And the second question is, should we also help others without expecting anything from them in return? Yes, the answer is we should always help others without expecting anything from them in return, because what count most is what we do for others. This helps us to become a good human being. If we are doing something good for the other people, then we are helping them. So This help us to become a good human being. Okay, help because helping nature is the good nature. Now second type of questions are long answer questions. Now first one, what is meant by agriculture? And discuss the agricultural activities related to growing a crop. Means what process is called agriculture, and when we are growing any type of crop, then which are the agriculture activities from first to last. Now answer is the mass production of plants for food and other purposes is called agriculture. Now we have seen in many farms that they are growing some plants. Why they are growing some plants? Because for our because for our food necessity. So the mass production of plants for food and other purposes is called agriculture. Now what are the agriculture activities? What a farmer is doing in the farm? Now first process is ploughing. It helps to loosen the soil. When a farmer is ploughing in the farm, that that help the farm to become loosen, means the soil is become loosen by this process. Second, manuring. Manure is added to provide nutrients in the soil. So it helps to add nutrients in the soil. In manuring, we are adding some manure that helping to get nutrients in the soil. Now third one, sowing seeds. Now healthy seeds are sown in the seed. Plants can grow from these seeds. We have to add some seeds. So plants can grow from these seeds. Fourth one, irrigation. It supplies sufficient water to plants for growth. It helps to supply water to plants. Irrigation means providing water in the farm. So if we provide sufficient water to plants, it can grow better. Now spraying pesticides. Now we have seen so many times that a farmer is spraying pesticides in the farm. What helps it? It kills the pest and protects the crops. If small insects or any bad type of insects are there, and if they are damaging the crop, then if we have added pesticides in that plant, then it kills the pest and protects the crops. Now last one, when the crop is ready, then the last process name is harvesting. Harvesting means when the crop is ready, it is cut and gathered. Means when it is ready, then the farmer is cutting and then making groups. So plants of same kind can grow on a large scale, or different kinds of plants can grow on a large scale at a particular place during particular time is called crop. For example, crop of wheat means all plants grown in the field are of wheat. So agriculture is the activity that we can get plants in mass production for food and other purposes. And ploughing, manuring, sowing seeds, irrigation, spraying pesticides and harvesting are different agricultural activities. Now second long answer question is, how do animals and human beings help in the dispersal of seeds? What is the role of animal and human being to help in dispersal of seed? Now answer is, animals and human beings eat fruits like apple, mango and watermelon and throw away their seeds. We have seen so many times that at our home, we are eating different types of fruits like apple, mango, and watermelon. Have you observed the seeds inside? Now we are not eating any type of seeds, so we are throwing away their seeds. Now these seeds grow into new plant. Now on whichever place we have thrown, if they get suitable environment, then in that environment they can grow into new plants. Some plants like xanthium and tiger nail have hooks or spines. Now here two names is given, xanthium and tiger nail. They have hooks or we can say spines on their head. So they get attracted to the animal bodies or human clothes and are carried to other places. Now because of the spines, they are attracted towards the animal bodies. Now they can easily stuck with animal body or human cloth and are carried to the other places. This way the seeds can carry to other places. Now these seeds also grow into new plants. Thus animals and human beings help in dispersal of seed. So we can say that animals also and human beings also are helping in dispersal of seed. Now other medium of dispersal of seeds are wind also, water also, and explosion also. Now think and answer. The first question is, why is rice grown in clayey soil, not in black soil? What is the reason that rice we are growing only and only in clayey soil, not in black soil? So the answer is, rice is grown in clayey soil, not in black soil, because clayey soil can hold plenty of water. Now students, when we are growing the crop, at that time in the irrigation activity we are applying water into the plants. Now when we are applying water into the plants, the nature of the soil can hold the water according to their nature. If the sandy soil is there, it cannot hold more water. But here clayey soil have most of the soil particles and clay particles also, most of the clay particles. Now the clay particles are able to hold more water. So the soil now is getting more moisture. Now when the moisture is more in that type of soil, rice can grow better. Now second question, last question of think and answer. Why do all seeds not dispersed by wind? So the answer is, the seeds which are very small and lighter weight are easily carried away by wind. Now students, it is obvious that if the seed have some weight, then it cannot lift with the wind. Which type of seeds can lift with the wind? Only the seeds which having very lighter weight and very small. Then and only the wind can carry it away with them. But some seeds are large and spongy. These seeds are dispersed. These seeds are not dispersed by wind. If the seeds are very large and inside they are spongy also, then the lighter wind cannot carry away them. So they float on water and dispersed by water. So that type of seeds which are large and spongy, that are carried away by water because they can float on water. Now the seeds which are very small and lighter weight, they are only carried away by the wind. Now students, today whatever you learn, that is very important, so you can note down into your notebook short answer questions, long answers, and think and answer, and by heart it. So your first chapter exercise is over. Now, thank you, students.